Hey, Shalom. First of all, to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakadash Yahweh, who the word inly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the word inly calls Jesus. Want to give them honors to the apostles, great millstone. Boss taught me this truth. Want to give it peace and blessings to the I came across the four corners of the earth who teaches truth and mercy led to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, the video is edifying. Lord, I can get something from this video. Quick video in transit. Couple things I was thinking about, man. We had to sit down earlier, and we were going into basically just 2/3 of our people and the rest of the world that's going to be, caught in the said perils to come. You know what I mean? And yeah, we make video after video, and we warn and warn and warn. But and it might sound like the same message because it is the same message, right? And we have to teach this message until the Lord come back, man. You know what I'm saying? But we warn and we warn and we warn. But it's going to come a time where it's like the warning is done. And then that's when judgment really start, going out. Because what? Now it's like the gates of mercy would be closed for, I would say the elect to be sealed, man. You know what I'm saying? Which means the gates of mercy, will be closed. And now it's just left, now judgment just, left out here, which, those said perils that scriptures talk about is judgment. You know what I mean? We mention them all the time. Okay? And yeah, the American people is still, the Babylonian people, are still caught up in wickedness, want to be wicked. And I was saying during the video, I said, you're the oddball if you're righteous. You know what I'm saying? You're the odd guy. You're looked at as like, the ultimate square, the ultimate this, the ultimate that, the ultimate lame. Well, I ain't gonna say lame, but I say this. We're actually complete opposite. When you go into the scriptures, some of the most, what you would call dangerous men were men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And when I ain't talking about dangerous just because you'll get your ass whooped fucking with a man of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? And men of the Lord were very, it's accounts where, we were mighty in war, but more so is that the wisdom that the men of the Lord had, you know what I'm saying? When you look at Solomon, even though it was 40 years of peace, and I'm speaking as a man, a person can't war with a man like that, man. You know what I mean? I'm talking the wisest man that on the earth that ever walked. Come on, man. Wise, wisdom. Know what man might know what you're gonna do before you do it. Know everything about everything, man. Hell no. There ain't no flaw in this game, ain't no flaw is, the men of the Lord is something that was not played with, man. And those who did play with it, were judged. If you go into Numbers, goodness gracious, man. It's like, I can give me 1 second, man. Let me get out this goddamn jam. They got the street open, but the end of the street closed. Oh, man. All right, let me go ahead and maneuver around this motherfucker, man. It's like it, bro. But, you could read the Numbers, and you had Balaam and Balak, conspiring. I think it was a phenomenon. I might be saying it backwards, but I think Balaam was sending Balak to try to curse Israel, try to do a number of things, you know what I'm saying? And, he wasn't able to perform his wickedness, man. You know what I'm saying? You go into the account of the Maccabees, right? You go into that account, man. You got Heliodorus that got fucked up. You got men that got fucked up, man, playing with men of the Lord, man. And really, when the Lord is back, when the Lord is dealing with us, Lord willing, I'll be one of those men. He's dealing with his men, you know what I mean? And but it's gonna come a time where it's gonna be full-fledged, bro. You know what I mean? The scripture said when you go to Jeremiah 16:16, it says these fishers shall become hunters. You know what I mean? So this is what, Lord willing, I'm one of those men we have to look forward to. When you go to Micah 7, it says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. We understand and we know we have sinned against the Lord. So we understand that, hey, we get ours now, so therefore we're not condemned with the world. When you go to the prayer of Azariah, you go down to like the middle of the chapter, and he's basically saying, talking about bearing the indignation, and talking about, you know, what the sacrifice is to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You know, and when you come into this truth, you experience, you know, a contrite heart. You know what I'm saying? You experience that, and that's what make you sincere. That's what make you, because you start, you understand righteousness, and you start viewing yourself first before you even start teaching. Before you start, you know what I'm saying? You start viewing yourself, and you start thinking about the things you need to change. And when you read like Colossians, the 3rd chapter, it talks about, you know, so I'm a little under the weather right now, man. But it's all good. When you go to Colossians, the 3rd chapter, it talks about the old man versus the new man. Now, you know, whatever one you feed more is the one that's going to win. You know what I'm saying? Whatever one you give into more, that's the one that's going to win. You know what I mean? And the world is like giving people an incentive to be wicked. That's why, you know, to be a friend of the world is to be an enemy with the Lord. You know what I mean? You know, you can't, these people want the world and they want the Most High. You can't have both. They're separate. You know what I'm saying? That's why scripture say what? The wisdom of this world is folly. There's no wisdom. Wickedness is not wisdom. I don't give a fuck. Listen, the Egyptians had all kind of, they had magicians, they had all kind of shit. They had shit in Egypt back then when we was there that they still can't figure out now. Like the pyramids and shit like that, right? So, you know, but even in the height of Egypt, they still couldn't, their so-called wisdom did not outweigh righteousness, which is real wisdom. Okay? You know, wisdom of wickedness is not wisdom. Although, you know, this nation and nations before this and rulerships before this that were led by heathen were all wicked. But that's why they all fell. Along with this modern day Babylon is going to fall. You know what I'm saying? And what is it saying in Daniel? It says what? In the book of Daniel, it says after this, basically after this is after this place and this rulership is destroyed, right? Then come what? The kingdom, which should never be overthrown, right? Because it's going to be righteous. It's going to be, and that's the way to live, bro. You know what I'm saying? To the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying? It's to the best of our abilities. Like, being righteous is really immortal, man. If I'm not mistaken, it says that in the Apocrypha in Sirach. Righteousness is immortal. You know what I'm saying? This law is the perfect way to live, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, in the world, it's just, we in fucking Babylon, bro. This shit is, bitches is naked everywhere, man. They ruling over men, shitting on the man. You know what I'm saying? These women, boy, you go on these social media outlets and shit like that. You see how these women act. They I'm telling you, they in league with Esau. You know what I'm saying? It's like the bitch couldn't wait till this rulership came so she could show just how despicable and pathetic she is. You know what I mean? It's because the majority of women are. Yeah, they are. Come on, man. You got, these women are straight sluts, man. You got pictures, you know, getting ran by 10, 15 dudes. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Indulging in all kind of things. Popping, you know, getting popped by dudes before they go lay down with their man and all kind of shit, bro. Like, these women just, they making up shit that's wicked. Like, well, it's like, what else can I do? Like, yeah, okay, well, I did this, I did that. Like, you thought it got low. No, it get lower. They get lower, man. These bitches finna start doing all kind of, they're gonna run themselves right into destruction. Because that's exactly what your, that's exactly the result of your fucking actions, man. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck how cool you think it look to twerk and post naked pictures and show your ass online and show cleavage and all this shit, and you got a man and all. Even if you don't got a man, to even, you know, belittle yourself like that, where you show yourself naked to a bunch of strangers, just sit and think about that. It's PDF files on there watching. They got social media too, right? It's PDF files on there watching. It's weirdos on there watching. It's, you know what I'm saying, crazy people on there watching. People that know that work with you watching. People that know where you live watching. Your family members watching. Dad, mother, brother, like, and you don't give a fuck because that spirit of a hoe has jumped all on you, man. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what's going on. That's what's going on, and that's big. So now, as a man, you gotta warp your mind into maneuvering in this motherfucker. You gotta have a warped mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? The way we view women, look, the way I view women is not normal. I'll be the first to say it. The way I didn't even look at them as human for a long, like, how can some human be like, you know what I'm saying? Do some of the shit that they do. But then you just understand that it's just evil. You know what I'm saying? And this rulership just gotta go. That's the bottom line. Bottom line. And they catching it too. These broads is catching it, man. Give a fuck how nice they make it look on social media. She can nice it up all she want to. They getting they're her catching it, man. If you really just pay attention, the bitch is catching it, man. You know what I mean? But it's deserved. I'll tell you that. It's fucking deserved, man. You know what I mean? But you know, it's Israelite. It's a lot of Israelite women, man. Majority of 2/3 are Israelite women. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. And it's wicked men of our nation too. You know, we just need the Lord, man. All of us as a whole, men and women, of Israel, we need the Lord, man. We need righteousness to be pinnacle. You know what I mean? Not fucking wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Not wickedness, man. You know, when the Queen of Sheba came to visit Solomon, she wasn't looked at as like, you know, as something that, like, Solomon didn't lay down with her. Solomon didn't lay down with her, man. And she's a so-called queen. Come on, man. But he had 1,000 women. And she couldn't come close to those women. She couldn't, you know what I mean? So what'd that tell you? Yeah, she might have had power where she was from and all this shit, but at the same time, it's like, you know, you gave up riches to Solomon because because you understand who had the true power. Sent them trains of wealth. Sent us trains of wealth because you understand where the power lies. She mentioned that, you know, when after her conversation with Solomon, that he outdid even what she heard about him. Come on, man. Ain't no queens in Israel. You know what I mean? There's not supposed to be queens in Israel, but it's queens in Israel. I'll say that. When you understand the definition, the real definition of what a queen is. Okay? But yeah, man, we need the Lord, man. And 2/3 of our people gonna go, man. I'm saying, Lord willing, I'm delivered about the said perils, man. Lord willing, you, sincere Akim, are delivered, man. Lord willing, us and our households, we're able to make it, man. Lord willing. You know, so I say, you know, bros, keep pushing. Lord willing, I get to keep pushing. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Mokakadas, let's keep pushing on to the next, shalom.